Buongiorno guys, so this morning we're heading to the pool. We got Salvador.
Great.
Elena.
Buongiorno.
Buongiorno.
And Laura Vitali.
Buongiorno.
Alright, so let's see what this pool is all about. We've never been to this one before, have we?
Look at the short shorts.
And he wants to show us his short shorts. That's nice, very cute. You got but the shirt, at least you represent my country, that's good. Do you know where we're headed, honey?
It's a new pool.
A new pool?
Yeah, I don't know anything about it though.
Well then, off we go. We shall be surprised. So we ended up at the pool we've been to before, but Sal, I don't know what you're doing here.
He doesn't like tan lines. I don't know how to make this.
He just said to Laura, am I allowed to bring my shorts to America or will I get made fun of?
Yeah, I think it's a good idea.
He just gives us the stare.
I'm going to show you our lunch. This salad doesn't look that crazy, but it's amazing. It's got like grilled eggplant on it and toasted bread and tuna, mozzarella, corn, potatoes.
Oh, is that what that is? It's potato salad?
Yeah. And then that's a tuna and tomato sandwich. And they got the same thing. But I want to just show, I wish I could show you more, but I can't because there's really not another way to see it. I want to give you guys a little update on my Nona's garden. I'm sure I've shown you this last year, maybe. I don't know if we might have showed you guys this a couple years ago, maybe not, but over there, where I'm pointing at right there, there used to be a huge clementine tree. Well, a couple years ago, they got frost so bad, which doesn't really happen here in southern Italy, Naples, that it killed the tree. So that had to be cut out, which is really quite a bummer. And then this one produces something called nespore, which is a type of fruit, which my Nonna asked if Joe could prune it for her a little bit because she's short, and my Uncle Tony hasn't been here in a while, and my Uncle Rosario was gonna do it, but he didn't have the proper cutters or whatever, so he got the cutters and Joe's gonna prune it for her in the next couple of days. Of course, tons of tomato plants over here. I don't know if you'll be able to see, but tons of tomato plants, and they're just like odds and ends. She's got like an amazing way of being able to make everything grow. So when I tell you out of all this stuff, like just random fruits and vegetables will start growing, I'm not kidding. Those really tall ones, these are sunflowers. So that's about it, really. You know, this camera does not, I mean, this camera is amazing, but I don't think anything could do justice of what I'm looking at right now. That castle is being lit by the sun in the most incredible way. And just like, look at the sky. Look at, like, that is just, to me, that's gorgeous. Look at that. The water is like the most beautiful color blue. It's just, it's beautiful. It is beautiful. Look at that. It's just gorgeous. I wonder if people who live here realize how beautiful that is. I didn't realize that.
In the distance back there.
Oh, can you see it now? Take a screenshot of that. That's gorgeous. Look at the sky. It looks fake. It looks, look babe, it looks like...
Maybe that's why there's so much traffic.
Maybe.
What we're doing. What's the dilemma here?
She wants me to put a jacket on, but I'm not cold.
Well, I'm gonna get you one of these things. Hold on. Let's see what this is. Here you go. I got you a present.
What is this called? Magnet.
You got a magnet? Okay, that's very good. Very good.
Make it rock.
Make it rock.
And a lollipop.
It actually says make it rock in English, huh? It does.
A lollipop.
Well, I'm glad you got that.
I'll save it for later.
There we go. That's the name of the place. Kevuo. How do you say that? Come si dice?
Pizzeria, braceria.
Kevuo? Kevuo. Kevuo. Laura's on the phone talking to a relative. La tradizionale.
Everything okay?
See, I'll never get it right. I'll never get it.
Good time.
All right, let's see. So I think it's going to be a pizza margherita.
Pizza margherita.
Uh-huh. You know what I'm talking about.
Sì, tutto a posto, ma senti, tu ci stai mercoledì? She's gonna be dead to me by the end of this trip if she doesn't stop making me talk to crazy ants. Before I eat.
She just walked away with the phone. Don't worry, she's dialing them all up. They're all gonna be on the phone in a minute. And look how serious they are. Look at the menu. Look at them.
It's very important.
They don't know what I'm saying, but they're very serious about this menu. It's a major decision.
Il pane e bruschette, sul pane con
Laura, mangiate, mangiate.
Con lui che fumaro.
One of the very first things Laura's ever served me. How about that?
And the very first episode ever on my channel.
The very first episode of Laura in the Kitchen. Actually, it looks a lot like this.
Questo cos'è, ma?
La polenta.
Polenta. Fried polenta. None of this is good for you, just so you know. Arancini, zeppole, panzarotte e questi?
What's that one?
Che
No, quella palese.
L'arancina.
Questa è sta ricotta, ricotta mozzarella.
L'arancina.
Farm ricotta e mozzarella.
Ah, and what do we have here, Salvador?
La pizzica bresaola. Same thing for her.
Both the same? What is that exactly?
Hers is prosciutto, this is muscarola. That's kind of, it's just a cured meat.
And of course, I couldn't cheat on my margarita pizza. Neither could these two.
Oh goodness. We need to do some more in the kitchen.
Yes, we do. Well, I guess it's Kinder on one half and white stuff on the other half, and I don't know what the white stuff is. And we got some espressos here. Some of this, I don't know how you're gonna do that, Sal.
Caffè normale, giusto?
Cafe normale, yes, that is normal coffee. To you, that's normal. Melted Kinder? What do you got there? Cappuccino normale?
Caffè sfumato.
Cafe scumado.
Caffè Kinder.
Cafe Kinder. Cafe normale. Mama Adele.
Yes, baby.
We're going for breakfast. Not breakfast, coffee.
Can we take this
And-
right in your face?
And then we are taking my nonna to run some errands. And then we're gonna go back home and film a couple cooking videos. Exciting
You
stuff.
notice that no one ever took her to Chica's.
No one ever took her to Chica's for breakfast. How rude. So when I'm here, I fix it. Because I love her. So she's been wanting to come here for breakfast for years and never could manage. Don't ask. Don't ask. But when my grandma was little, and when she was a teenager, she used to live around here. And here, where Chica's is, she said that this is where she used to come and dig up vegetables. This is where she used to basically work for vegetables. And they used to get potatoes and squash and all kinds of things. And when they were tired or hot, they would jump in the lake.
Oh, really? That's pretty cool. It's not that deep either.
It's not.
It's only like a
In
foot and a
fact,
half deep.
One lady that she used to work with brought her kids one day, and one of her kids, who was like 7 or 8 at the time, got thrown in there, and the lady flipped out because she thought he was going to drown, but it wasn't very deep.
Yeah.
And so they used to come here. This was all land. This was all vegetables and fruits. And it was all land. And she said where the restaurant is where we used to get all our vegetables. And when it was
pretty
hot,
cool.
you just jump in and cool off.
All right. So what have we got here?
Chocolate croissant and
Chocolate croissant,
Look
coffee.
at her cappuccino.
Ganana, her cappuccino. She's happy.
She's very happy. She's very happy.
This is so nice out here.
It's very nice.
This is Laura's cousin, Chiara.
È bello il caffè. Buono? Very good.
Bello più che altro. Bello più che altro.
How could you not love that face?
First episode filmed.
Just so you guys know, these are not normal Laura in the Kitchen episodes. There was her yelling at me. There's a lot of stuff going on.
Well, they look beautiful and they're delicious.
They are really good. These are a traditional calculator that you guys have asked me about a lot, actually. They're so good.
Okay, so it came in. Now let's see if Mama Adele wants to put it together for me. Okay. Now we don't have any coffee yet. We could try putting espresso grinds in
That's
it.
not so we did. Oh, I don't even give you courtesy granules.
Well, what's a courtesy granule?
I don't know, some free granules. We contemplated going to Rome to a Starbucks, okay?
No, Starbucks isn't really my jam. This is the first.
It's so sweet.
You know how hard these things are to get around here?
Piccola però.
Piccola. Sì. Adina ciula o tu?
What did he say? What's he asking? It's almost a single serve, I guess.
Oh,
Piccirilli. This is fine. That's in Mexico. What is this? 1 cup?
No, it's not 1 cup.
Maybe 2.
You're kidding me. That's like 7 or 8 cups. 750 milliliters. Oh, you mean cups like mugs?
Yeah.
Mug's got fancy buttons on it.
No.
no, giù.
Così, così.
Okay, good. We have a filter that we can reuse over and over.
Il caffè si mette qua.
I hope.
No, poi ci metti l'acqua qua. Metti che sta sotto, appicci e...
Thoughts?
E calamito.
Niente.
Niente.
Che esce un caffè.
Ah,
Capito? L'acqua ci metti qua.
Look at your mom. She's looking at this like it's a foreign thing.
You can use it as a piggy bank, he says.
I knew that the reactions would be interesting.
Look how many mugs they have here. 2 mugs. Arab un attimo. 3 mugs.
It's not enough mugs.
No, il cazzo nostro sono 80. So
I'm gonna let her make the first pot.
not in here. Nonna's house. We're doing this in Nonna's house. €1.50 a kilo.
A kilo.
It's like what, 3 kilos maybe?
I don't know. A little pepper plant. You think they're hot? Nah.
You know the ones you put in the risotto I did yesterday?
Mm-hmm.
Look at these little ones. Oh. Like little bitty cantaloupes.
They smell good. I can smell them from here.
I got the little ones again, but
Yeah,
I
I
got the other colors.
Don't eat too many of them. You know what happens.
Okay. You want a stuffed pepper? That's okay for
You should get it. Make 1 stuffed pepper for the whole family.
this in America. They're hard to find.
The little skinny ones. How about these ones?
Ana, ma via il barolilla. Il barolilla, ma via.
Oh, there you go. Get all of them.
These are the zucchini flowers, but they're closed. But we can cut these up, and instead of stuffing them when they're closed, because you can't, unless you pry them open, but they won't hold. Cut them up and make fritters, like we did.
Just look at the color of the tomatoes here.
I know.
Questi sono da terribili. Li porti in America pure a me? Che il voluto si vede tutto sono più belliconi. Tauta da noi. Sei da terribili che li chiesto scendere?
So you're gonna take her in America too?
No.
Well, I'm taking her all over the world. Everybody gets to watch.
She refuses to pay for parsley, celery, and basil, so they always give it to her for free.
And the final episode has just been completed. This is such a great memories here. We got some stuffed calamari, and no meal is complete without pasta. You don't make a sauce and not make a pasta to go with it. Hey,
Well, it's too good to let the sauce go to waste.
look at these little tomatoes. I think they're redder here or something. They look different. They definitely look different than the ones at home. So back home we're having like a heat wave. And before I left, I hooked up the irrigation system and the well to my Apple Watch so I can turn it on and off. How cool is that?
It's pretty cool. She's pretty impressed by that.
Yeah, see, I had the irrigation system hooked up to it at first, and I said, well, I don't want to leave the water on when I leave, because that's not good practice in case the pipe breaks from the irrigation running. So I ran the irrigation this morning. Now it's all blurry. But before I turn it off, I should probably check the cameras and make sure it's done running. What time is it there? It's like
What time is it here?
it's 2:30. So
So it's 8:30.
8:30. I think it ran all of them because it runs at 6 a.m.
Buonasera. Getting out of this, it is like a an obstacle course getting out of some of these streets. We're headed to my mom's first, but then we're gonna go to Elena's parents' house for dinner. So I'm really excited, and to answer a bunch of you asked the same questions. Has my nonna, Elena, my brother, and my mom, have they lost weight? And the answer is yes. My nonna has lost some weight. Elena has lost about 8 kilos, which I think is the equivalent of about 15 pounds. My mom has lost 18 kilos, which is about 35 pounds, I would say, right?
You know, in America, the only time people use the term kilos is when they're talking about drugs being smuggled in.
Yeah.
You know that? We never hear
I don't know how much my nonna's lost. She doesn't know, but she knows she's lost. She got weighed at the doctor last week, and so she knows she's lost some weight. I, on the other hand, have been gaining a half a kilo a day since I've been here. I tweeted. I said, pasta. I said bread, pasta, and ice cream every day is good for the soul, but not good for my hips. But hey, when in Naples, do as they do, well, we're in Naples, we're not in
close to Rome.
And they eat pasta, bread, and ice cream pretty much every day. Well, it's vacation, that's why everybody's kind of splurging a little bit. But I also really love the challenge of when I go home, I always give myself a new workout program and eat lots of greens, lots of vegetables, lots of fruit and protein, and I just really, you know, kind of slow down the carbs for just a couple of weeks. I'm not crazy or anything, just until I get back to normal. But look how handsome he looks with his blue shirt.
You know, that's just how I was born.
Pointing at it right there. I'm gonna pass it in a minute. This is clearly a mountain. Am I right?
Yeah, and they kind of like stuck out the sides so the rocks don't fall out.
Yeah.
But check out the hole.
But then there's like holes.
Random
What
tunnels.
is it for? Like, what is that for? I'm not trying to understand. It's not like people live there. Look.
It's like an old warehouse. Well,
You
this
see?
area here is Baia, B-A-I-A.
Yeah.
And there's ruins back behind us.
Yeah.
You actually go on, in fact, the castle we were looking at the other day that has
Look at that.
the sun was hitting the castle a certain way.
Yeah.
That's part of the old ancient ruins.
Dude, that is gorgeous. Not this. The graffiti just drive me crazy, but
At least
that.
the graffiti. It's so like, I love you. It says Ti amo 10 times in it.
1,000,001 times. Look at that. A friend of ours that we went to see yesterday, and they actually were the ones who came to America for their honeymoon that we went to see in New York City. I'm not sure if we vlogged that or not. I actually think we did. Their wedding photos, probably the most beautiful wedding pictures I've ever seen in my life. And it's like them just standing on the side of like here with all of this gorgeousness behind them. Like not this, but like all the water and the boats and stuff. Are they not the most beautiful wedding photos?
It's really beautiful.
It's incredible. I kept saying these look fake, these look painted, but I know they're not. And exactly where, like, I know it's not fake. And they're like, yeah, I mean, even we didn't realize how beautiful they were gonna look once they were done. So, Joe's favorite intersection?
It's my favorite intersection.
I don't know why.
Makes no sense at all.
Not at all. But it is your favorite.
It is. What doesn't make sense is I can go this way, or I could have taken a right, which goes the exact same
I don't
way.
understand
We merge
that.
back in if I do that.
I don't get it.
It makes no sense.
And people don't stop either.
And there's no rhyme or reason to it. The only way to go through it is to kind of
cut people off.
nudge your way in. And
It's terrible.
this is kind of it. Actually, you're going to witness it right now. So
Yep.
that guy cut off everybody for me. Now these guys are thinking, no, you can't let 3 in at the same time.
No, but you have to.
Oh, you have to. And now we're through. Another year, and the ShopRite brand black pepper remains on display front and center in Mama Adele's kitchen.
Perché devo la goppa? Perché io tiene una goppa?
Mi piace, le scatoline
She
belline.
likes the container. So she likes to display it.
Le scatoline sono belline.
She likes to display
Sono
it. It's
belle.
gotta be black. Whether it's McCormick or ShopRite, it's the only two she likes because they have to be black, white, and red.
Oh, okay, the colors are what make the difference. I
Yeah.
see. It definitely works with
You
the
can see
scheme.
she's not
Yeah.
opened them. If you look at them, so they're
Oh, so these are new, huh? Let's see if they. Oh, they're definitely full.
They're not open.
They've been around a while.
Look at the top. It's not empty.
Yep, lift to remove. Quality seal. Quality. Now what I didn't show you guys was there's a vineyard back there too. He has a bunch of grapevines. And this is where all the wine gets made.
A terra deve stare al terreno, sai perché?
Yeah, it is very cold.
Perché deve stare l'umidità.
Okay, so they can't paint this or anything because they need the soil to provide humidity.
Got it. Yep, and it's 50-some degrees in here all the time, I guess, on the floor.
E questo è
And that's all the wine in there. All right, so I think there's tanks full of mozzarella. Is that right? Mozzarella cheese is in these tanks?
Mozzarella.
In the tank?
Yes.
That's crazy. Can we take the whole thing?
Yes.
Take the whole tank.
Yes.
Put it in the car.
Mozzarella. Yes.
Put the whole tank
Yes.
in the car. Let's go. Taking it home. That's how you do it. You go to the cheese store. You don't mess around.
No.